What is going on, everyone? This is Marshmallow Matt, and welcome back to Why Am I Dead at Sea. In the last episode, we discovered some very hard to grasp things from Daryl, things that hurt me to read. If you guys haven't seen that episode, go back and check that one out, or watch this whole series. This is such a great game. I can't stay away from it. I mean, I'm playing it like every day right now, so, but once we finally found out some stuff about Daryl, we're able to take over Daryl now. What's his special skill? What did he do? What happened? What is this? Hello? What the hell? What just happened? What is his special skill? It made everything all fuzzy. I don't know. Hey, Quella, get your ass back. She's pushing me out. God damn it, Quella. Oh, there she goes. She moved. Worthless? He feels worthless. Daryl, come here. Get your ass over here. Don't feel worthless. You need to go talk to Quella. Move, Sue. You little thief. How's the book going, Quella? Usually when people ask, I try to sound optimistic, but it's awful. I feel like the idea is good, but I'm unable to make it real. My writing just feels so clumsy and inadequate. Sometimes I spend entire evenings mulling over one scene, but still don't complete it. And at the end of the day, I'm scared I'm just writing a boring book. I think that's common for beginning writers. I don't know if I'd call myself a beginner. Maybe we'll get better with time, but that's not something I have a lot of. What's going on with Quella? No one said it would be easy. True, no one said it would be like this, though. I usually had so much fun writing, but now it feels like torture. I believe in you. Thanks, I appreciate it. Okay, there was something else I could tell her. You said you know what death looks like. What does that mean? I know, it sounds really dramatic. I just mean, people that have come to terms with their death act differently. They see the world in a different way. Has she come to terms with her death? You struck me as that kind of person. And how do you know so much about this? Well, I've got several months left to live, so there's that. Oh my god! What? Yeah, I've got cancer pretty much all over my body. Oh, Quella. It's the liver cancer that's gonna do it. Not gonna lie, my liver's a total mess. I think I'm looking at 3 or 4 months now. I had a feeling. Have you been treated? Couldn't afford health insurance. Obviously without that, couldn't afford treatment. Oh my god. Considering that, had a pretty long run. Cancer's persistent, but it can be slow too. I can afford it. I'll help you pay for whatever you need. No, I appreciate it, I really do, but it's too late for that. By this point, the cancer must have spread everywhere. There isn't much that can be done now. God, cancer is just such a terrible, terrible thing. Why aren't you back with your family? I've spent lots of time with them since I first got the news, but I also wanted to spend some time with myself, just writing. When it comes time, I'll head back and see everyone again, say my goodbyes. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, don't get like that. It's just how life goes sometimes. You're so upbeat about this. I guess you could look that way. I've just gotten used to it. It took a while. At first I was devastated, of course. Eventually it sunk in that this was going to happen, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. That is, that this is all I have. All I'm ever going to have. I had to come to terms with that. I had to continue living and be happy despite that. It was the hardest thing I've ever done, but it was worth it. Okay, I can completely take over Quella now. That's good. But yeah, that's why she's putting so much pressure on herself to do the book, because she knows she doesn't have a lot of time left. Why write? I mean, given everything, why now? It's an odd question. If not now, when? I know it's pointless. I don't have nearly enough time, really. What I'm writing may not even be any good, but I love it. It's all I want to do. Can I read any of it? Your story? Really? You want to? I mean, it's so far from finished. I mean, I don't think you'd like it. You have to show it to someone eventually. I know, it just needs a little bit more time. I'm about to get a big revision done. Maybe after that would be better. Okay, I'm sure I'll like it. I could even help you edit it. It would be good to have fresh eyes read over it. I know I can get stuck in a rut. Maybe what I need is an editor. I'll think about it. Thank you. You're welcome. Sue, what are you doing? What brings you here and now? I didn't have many options exactly. I don't think anyone who finds himself in my line of work does exactly. Okay, do you have any plans for further education? Well, that requires money, or loans, or grants, all of which are far out of my reach. I had a good shot once, but I completely blew it. I guess I'm paying penance. Oh. Okay, what else could I ask her here? I used to be the exact same. No offense, but whatever your circumstances were, mine are quite different. If I were to quit this job, I'd be, well, let's just say I'm stuck here. Okay, so Quella says you stole my key, and she found it in your room. I'm gonna call her out on this. I stole? No, I would never do something like that. Meanwhile, Quella's right there in the room. Quella told me. Oh, God. I'm sorry. There must be some misunderstanding. You can drop the act. I'll take Quella's word over yours any day. No, I mean, you don't understand. It's... Give me a good reason not to tell everyone else what you're doing. What? Jeez, look, I just need any extra money I can get. I get paid in peanuts here, and I'm really desperate. Every bit counts. Well, that's not a good reason. You get room and board, so you don't need the money. What does she need the money for? I'm not legal, alright? I came over on a student visa for university and, well, I flunked. My family threw everything away to send me over here. I couldn't go back like a total failure. So I disappeared. Stupid, I know. With no paperwork or money, I couldn't get very far. This job didn't need any ID or qualifications, but I'm pretty much broke and stuck here. For me to have any chance of getting out, I have to scrape together something. If I lose this job, I have no idea what'll happen to me. This is no way to live, Sue. Once we land, we're going to sort this out. You may not have to do anything. It seems like almost everyone knows by this point. I'm mostly worried about Donovan. I just don't understand what he's planning. Oh, I'm able to completely take over Sue now, too. God, I'm learning everything about everyone. If I go into another room and come back, am I going to have music again? Maybe if I go out here. It's way too quiet in here. Can I get some music? No music? Okay. Okay, Sue, we have more to talk about, I guess. What happened with college? You seem bright enough. I can be a good student if I try, yeah. It's how I got the visa in the first place. As for why I dropped out, bad decisions. A lot of them, all at once. I just assumed I could pull my act together in time. Turns out I couldn't. Well, you can't keep running forever, you know that. If I go back, there's a good chance I never leave China again. The thought of returning home feels like diving into quicksand. Never being able to leave. I'd rather stay here. That says a lot, doesn't it? It doesn't have to be that way. You can make your own path. It isn't that simple for everyone. I was dealt a different hand in life than you were. Okay. Well, bye. Good talking to you. Alright, let me go talk to Mark. Hey there, Mark. Oh, hi, cat. Hey, cat. Meow! Pet the cat. Oh, cat likes Daryl. What wakes you up in the morning? My alarm clock? I mean, what motivates you? For everything? Success. The ship reeks of mediocrity. Every day I wake up and remember how bad I want to get out of here. I'm going to become the best damn cook I can, and then I'll start up my own 4-star restaurant. Unlike other people here, I've had to bite and claw for everything I get. I'm used to it. No matter how much work I have to put in, I'm going to make it big. You seem like a good guy, Mark. Okay. Well, should I go talk to everyone else as Daryl? Who else do I need to talk to as Daryl? Alton? Are you in here jamming out? Yeah, you are. Finally, some music. Hey, what the fuck? Come back here. Some pretty big speakers. What brought you onto the ship? Well, I always wanted to travel, and I figure I won't get a chance like this when I get into the workforce, so here I am. And where will you go in the workforce? Well, my major was in computer science, so I guess I'd want to do something with that. I'm honestly not thrilled about it. I just took it because everyone says that's where the opportunities are. That's funny. I actually went to school for a little while for computer science because I heard that's like where the jobs are all going. That's where things are going to be. It just was, like, it made sense to me and it was interesting, but it just got really repetitive. It just wasn't for me. What is it that you really enjoy doing? I guess I really like music and video games. I could try making music for games, or games themselves, but that'd be crazy. It's, like, really hard to turn a profit that way. I don't think that's a real possibility for me. I don't think I'd be any good at it anyway. Oh, well, that's the spirit there. Was there something else I can ask him? How's traveling treating you? I mean, it's not the most exotic of locations, but it's about the people, right? I just wish I was better with people. I'm not, very smooth or anything. Yeah, I can tell. You got good choice of music, though, Alton. This is good shit playing in there. Alright, let me go see if I can find Ferdinand. Is he up here? Hey there, Ferd. What made you want to be a sailor? Well, that's a hard question to answer. Ever since I was a child, I loved the sea. My pappy always took me out deep-sea fishing. Once I stopped throwing up constantly, I really fell in love with the ocean. That sounds like a canned response. No one is that simple. It sounds like someone doesn't believe in childhood dreams. I assure you, it's the truth. On my pappy's grave. Wherever you say. Okay, well that wasn't a very successful conversation. Can Daryl talk to, like, Gwen? And then where's Donovan? And then where... Oh, here's someone. Hey, Garv! What the fuck? Did you just go in this closet? What are you doing in here? Hey! Hey! What the fuck are you... Oh, here's Donovan. Hello, Donovan. You seem to be strongly driven by something. I wonder what that is. And just what are you on about? Most people on this ship are here because they have nowhere else to be. Not you, though. Seems like you've got me all figured out. Go on. What else do you want to tell me about myself? You've lost someone very close to you. And what exactly makes you say that? It takes someone in that position to know one. Sorry to hear that. But that's your business, not mine. Now, are we done? There's something else I could have said here? You're looking for something. Everyone's looking for something. Right now, I'm looking for a way to end this conversation. Okay, I can't find anything to be driven for anymore. I'm not interested in your existential crisis. Wanting something badly isn't always a good thing. Sometimes that just means wanting to end an end to suffering. Sometimes it means wanting to create suffering. Okay. Well, you're a dick. We talked about everything. Where the fuck is... Wait, there's Garv. Garv, calm down. How'd you end up on this ship? I just kind of float around depending on where I'm needed for work. Beyond that, who can say anymore? Okay, well that's how I felt for a while now. It just comes with age. After a while you just realize there's no right or wrong way. No matter how good or bad things get, life keeps moving forward. The only thing that matters is whether you keep moving with it or not. Okay, sounds like you've seen your fair shares of ups and downs. Yeah, I've hit rock bottom more than once. I've even lied and slept down. Yeah, I've even lied down and slept on it. But overall, I guess I've been able to live a very comfortable life. Point is, I always thought I had some idea where I was going, like things were all according to plan. In truth, I had no idea. You think there's a right way to live? Or you don't think there's a right way to live? Maybe that sounds crazy. People are obsessed with self-improvement. Generally, I think you'll wind up in the same place no matter what. We all get the life we secretly deserve. Okay, there's nothing waiting back home for you? Oh, sure. Though I spend more time with my pets than my own kids. Funny how that works out. What about you? You got a wife? Kids? An ex-wife. Same here, let me tell you. Divorce is one hell of a thing. No matter how close you get to someone, you can never really know them completely. There will always be some wall, something deep inside them you don't know about. And sometimes that thing can just rip you to shreds. I think I know what you mean. Well, I'm truly sorry to hear that. Sometimes it feels like the only things I can trust are my pets. Sure, they're dumb as bricks, but that's how you know you can trust them. I guess that's why I like animals. In any case, thanks for listening to the ramblings of a jaded old man. I'll see you around. I can take over Garv now. Oh, interesting. Interesting. And then, you sound very bitter. Trust me, you don't know the half of it. I've seen so much by this point. People are capable of truly horrible things. People. We pretend we're something more, but we're just animals. Is that really what you think? Maybe not. I'm just exaggerating to be dramatic. Don't mind the ramblings of an old man. Well, that's a terrible outlook. Perhaps. You haven't seen what I have. Okay. I thought there was like an important decision there. There's nothing waiting back home for you? Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I could have answered that a different way. Okay. Let's get out of the conversation. Leave me alone, Garv. Okay, I can take over Garv now. Daryl was like the key to everything. Hello, Gwen. So how'd you wind up in a place like this? It was better than home, I guess. That seems to be what most people here think. And where are you hoping to go? Donovan, get the fuck out of here. Away. Far, far away. Don't tell Donovan. He's right next to me. Okay. Let's say you get far, far away. What do you do then? I haven't thought that far ahead, really. I guess I'd want to get an education, if I could. I've always wanted to be a scientist. Oh, very nice. Very nice there, little Gwen. Okay. Can I be Garv? Garv hasn't talked to anybody. What brought you on board this ship? I wanted to get away for a while. Get away from what? Away from home, away from work, away from some memories. Away from everything, actually. But why here, specifically? Because it's the last place anyone would come looking for me. Interesting. And why are people looking for you? I didn't exactly say people were looking for me, but nice try. When people notice I'm gone, and if they decided to look for me, they wouldn't think of this place. That's all I meant. Okay. Hey, wait, we're not done. What are your thoughts about the captain's disappearance? I don't have any thoughts on it. It's terrible, and there's nothing I can do about it. That's the world I find myself in. What about justice? What about the truth? I already know the truth, and there is no justice. I should know. I'm a lawyer. Nothing will bring her back. And knowing the truth is one thing, but making sense of it is another. Do you have any ideas who did it, or why? To be honest, we don't even know if someone did anything. Why are we ruling out suicide? But to answer your question, assuming it was murder, I have absolutely no idea who the culprit would be. Okay, well goodbye then. Hey there, Gwen. How you doing there? How well did you know the captain? What did you think of her? I didn't know her. She was a stranger to me. She was nice enough, polite. Yes, yes. But what did you think of her? I don't know. I don't know why you're asking either. She was distant. She seemed nice but was distracted, worried about something. What makes you say that? I don't know. Maybe nothing. It was just the feeling around her. You make it sound very ominous. I guess it seems that way now. I wonder sometimes if she knew. If she felt it. If she felt what? How did you feel around her? Why do you ask? You seem a bit easy to fright. I just wonder if you were threatened by her. I don't know what you're talking about. She seemed nice, that's all. She was nice. You seem to have a high sense of intuition. I don't know about that. I'm not sure what it is that you want to know, but I don't think I can help you. Sorry. Okay, well, that was a good conversation there, Gwen. Appreciate you. Alright, here there, Donovan. What brought you on board the ship? From what I can tell, that's no concern of yours. You're right, but there's been a disappearance on the ship and everyone's a suspect. And you're the one who's going to get to the bottom of it? Is that right? I'm not going to stick around and humor your pointless questions. Seems like you are, because I'm going to keep talking to you. What's the harm in telling me? Surely there's nothing to hide. Don't mind my voice. No harm, and no benefit either. But if you insist, I'm traveling to meet an old friend of mine. Now, I have things to do. You seem to like walking around the ship a lot. There's not much else to do on a ship like this. You're not looking for something or someone? Of course not. What is there to look for on this little teacup? Okay, well you seem like you like walking around, so it's almost like you're keeping tabs on things around here. I see you're trying to play detective. Maybe if you're suspicious of everyone won't think to be suspicious of you. I don't think that's what Garv's doing there, Donovan. I had someone tell me that's not what he's trying to do. Okay, Garv. Get your ass up here and go talk to Ferdinand. Hey there, Ferd. How do you like being first mate? Why, I like it just fine. Being at sea and being entrusted the care of a ship as fine as this, is there anything greater? I imagine being the captain would be a step up. Perhaps. The captain does have more responsibility and control over the ship. But everything in due course, as I say. We're given responsibilities according to our abilities. Someday, I'd like to be captain, but until then, I am content as I am. You haven't thought about accelerating your promotion. Garv, trying to really push the envelope here. I hope you're not implying what I think you are. Perhaps the subordinate usually benefits from their superior's absence, but sailing is a collaborative enterprise. I would wish no harm on the captain for something as petty as title. In fact, the thought thoroughly repulses me. I'm repulsed. Okay, well what made you want to be a sailor? What makes a fish want to swim? What makes a bird want to fly? What makes a skunk want to expel odorous gases out of its asses? It is in my bones, as simple as that. I have yearned for the great big blue for as long as I can remember. If you're looking for a baser, lesser motivation, you are searching in vain, my friend. Okay. Well, I'll leave you alone then. Garv hasn't talked to a lot of people. Who's in here? Alright, let's talk to Quella. What made you decide to come out here on this boat? Well, I'm trying to finish writing a book. I wanted to go someplace I wouldn't have any distractions, someplace new. This seemed like a fit perfectly well. Oh, pretty well. You could have gone anywhere. Why is this boat specifically? I don't think I can give you a satisfying answer. There wasn't much of a reason to it. The biggest reason is that it was cheap. I don't have much travel money as it is. Okay, and what will you do when we land? Find the cheapest lodging I can and keep pounding out pages, basically. If I get sick of the place, I'll move. Eventually I'll head back home. But yeah, those are my grand plans as such. Well, most people here have a solid reason for being here, except you. Wow, is that suspicion I'm hearing? Yes, I'm a bit of a drifter. Some people are that way. It doesn't mean anything. If I had ulterior motives for being here, I probably would have come up with a better story, you know? Okay, well, what do you think about the captain's situation? It's pretty bad. If Mercurio's right, that is, if she went overboard, we wouldn't be able to find her. Find the cause of death, or the murder weapon, or anything. Well, we can look for motivation amongst the passengers. You're right. Problem is, I don't really see it. From what I heard, the captain was brand new here. No one really knew her. I don't think she had much time to give people reason to kill her. Someone must have had means and opportunity. Wouldn't that be all of us? I mean, if we don't know exactly when she disappeared, or how she was attacked, if at all, how can we narrow it down? You're not looking at the big picture. Why here? Why now? There must be something larger going on. What are you saying? You think she was targeted? If it was premeditated, it would have to be someone who knew her, prior to her even coming aboard. The timing and placement is very ideal. Do you think it's a coincidence? I don't know. I never thought about it that way. It's true, we don't know anything about what happened. If someone wanted the captain gone, they did a great job covering their tracks. But it still doesn't answer the question, why? That is one possibility, but premeditation and targeting are different things entirely. What are you saying? A murder was planned, but the captain wasn't being targeted? That would mean someone here... That's too dreadful to consider. I hope that's not true. Well, goodbye. I hope not too. Sue, are you happy here? How are the wages? Criminal. Wages are criminal. Let's just leave it at that. On a related note, thanks for the tips. Anything helps. How much do you think the others make? I can only guess. Mercurio probably makes about as much as me. Alton, for whatever reason, makes actual money. Maybe because they think he's got other options. It's not fair, but there you go. Have you ever wondered what the captain makes? Or made? Are you trying to imply something? Of course I've wondered how much she made. Obviously it had to be more than the rest of us. Same goes for that strange first mate. But I'm sure it's still modest money. Nothing I'd ever do anything dumb over. Okay. Well, it seems like you're bitter over it. Well, yeah, you would be too. I don't even know what Alton or Ferdinand are doing most of the time. I don't think anyone else knows either. Any idiot can tell things are screwed up here. Okay. Is there something else I could ask her here? Do you have any alternate form of revenue? Alternate forms? I'm not sure what you mean. There's tips, I guess. Other than that, can't say I have any other source of income. You don't steal anything, Sue? What kind of things does an employee key open around here? That's a strange question, to say the least. Regular employees don't have much extra access to the ship. Only the captain and first mate are given access to all utility rooms and compartments. We're given keys that correspond to our responsibilities on the ship, and nothing else. You wouldn't have access to the cabinets in the pilot house, though, would you? Well, sure. That's where return keys are placed, so we all need access to them. Otherwise, how can we hand back keys to the ship? Okay. What does that mean for the other employees? You're really interested in this, aren't you? Well, whatever. Mercurio gets access to kitchen supplies and food. Alton gets access to electronics and so on. Ferdinand has access to pretty much all utility closets and whatever doesn't belong to the passengers. I get nothing special because I'm just the waitress. Satisfied? I think so. That's everything I need. Okay, well, that seemed helpful. Hello, cat. Hey, Sunshine. Meow. I'm gonna pet you. And you purred. How's your pay? Are you happy here? Pay is not good, but I manage. Working here has its advantages. The lack of passengers here means I often have the kitchen all to myself. I may still be on work hours, but I have time to do my own stuff. Study, practice. At least as far as our meager supplies and ingredients allow me to. You haven't thought of another job? What? Are you offering me a job or something? Unless you own a restaurant, I'm not interested. Sure, I'd like to get out of here and work somewhere classier, but that's easier said than done. You've never thought about forcing the issue of a raise to the captain? What exactly are you getting at? I'm not crazy about my pay, but that's a secondary concern to me. I would never do anything stupid for just cash. Everyone has their price. Maybe, but mine's pretty high. Okay, what was your opinion of the captain? Honestly, she seemed a little clueless. About how the ship works, sure. But about everything in general. She had some weird ideas about how to improve this ship that were just strange. Not sure why someone so bright-eyed became captain of a shit pile like this in the first place. You don't seem very cut up about her disappearance. Hey, I feel bad about this situation. Everyone does. But making a show of it doesn't help anyone. Least of all the captain. It's also not like I can do anything about it. I'm not a cop. I don't solve murders. I'm just the cook. I see. You're just gonna keep your head down and wait things out. Smart. Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't have expected a geezer like you to understand that. I've seen people die for having the wrong friends or stick up for the wrong person. I learned a long time ago to mind my own damn business. There's no point acting like a hero. I'm just trying to do my job here. I can take over Mark now. Interesting. Oh god, things are getting cool. I can take over a lot of people. There's something else I can ask him here? This one. Weird ideas? You have to say there are weird ideas that had to be stopped? Oh. I hope you're trying to be funny with that veiled accusation. It's not like I ever cared one way or the other about her stupid ideas. In fact, if they worked, which they weren't going to, it would only benefit me. But no kind of management would make this an actual successful cruise ship. Okay. Well, goodbye there, Mark. Who else can I talk to? I can talk to Alton. And then I can switch over to someone else. I haven't been able to use Mark yet. So maybe that's a good option. Hey there, Alton. Hold still. What made you take a job on the ship? Huh? Well, it's hard to say. I guess I just wanted to get out and travel a bit before I settle into a real career. You get into a desk job and never escape, you know. But does this really challenge you? People should have work they're passionate about. I mean, I like music, so playing here is kind of passion. It's strange how low expectations are here, though. The previous captain didn't bother with me or check on me at all. I don't really know why I was hired. Okay. What else can I ask you in here? I suppose so. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to belittle that kind of... I mean, I'm sure every job is different and can be fulfilling to different people. I'm just afraid I'll grow roots and get stuck somewhere. Well, what are your plans after this, career-wise? Geez, career-wise, I don't really know. I've just been taking things step by step so far. I guess I'm not even sure which career I want, even. Am I getting to the point where I should be figuring that stuff out? I don't know. Yeah, you are, Alton. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, let's go take over Mark. I still don't understand. Wait, did I try Garves? Sunshine, here, kitty kitty. Can wherever he's at, he can call the cat? He can. Interesting. Wonder what I can use that for. Okay, let's go take over Mark right quick. Hello, Mark. Come here. I like Mark's music. My trusty old fridge. I have to use it every inch of this thing or I run out of room. Open it. Looks like nothing's been tampered with. Good. Left door drawers. The left door is lined with condiments and jars of spoilable content. There are some gaps where it seems some items used to be. The shelf also smells of alcohol. When you lean in closer, the odor is quite powerful. Right door drawers. The right door contains all sorts of dairies and beverages. There isn't much noteworthy about it. Main unit shelves. The main compartment of the fridge is jam-packed with all sorts of foodstuffs. It oddly manages to be extremely tidy despite this. There's a curious number of empty plastic bags, however. Some of the food has been used up way before expiration. Interesting. Why can't I look in the fridge? That's the cupboard I use for all my non-spoilable ingredients. A little too small for my needs. Open it. Looks the same as it did last time I checked it. Okay, top shelf. Shelf is crammed with bottles of cooking oil and various sauces. The back of the shelf is a small box with the words insurance written on it. What? Open it! Inside the box are various handwritten notes. They all have vague instructions regarding dropping off items or supplies. One note has instructions for leaving the boat's docking ramp out overnight before the ship has disembarked. In each case, few specifics are given, but a payment for those services is referenced. Keeping these around hasn't done me much good. If I can't figure out who sends the notes, I have no leverage, period. Interesting. What the fuck is that about? The middle shelf is the largest and contains all sorts of grains and starches, and the bottom shelf are miscellaneous supplies like plastic wrap and parchment paper. There's several paper forms with different tables of information. Investigate the forms. The forms all have tables counting kitchen stock, much like this much grain, this much chicken, and so on. It's not very interesting to read through. Several papers in, there's writing with red ink everywhere. Numbers are crossed out and other numbers are written over them. These ledgers are almost completely inaccurate. I'll be coming to check the kitchen stock more often from now on. That was the captain for you, always so diligent. What did she care if a little food went missing here and there? Interesting. Okay. Stove. Can I look in these cabinets? Can I pick up this knife? No, I still can't. Okay, hey Sue. So things aren't great between you and Alta now, huh? No. You bring him down easy? I guess not. Things kind of... well, there's nothing I can do about it now. Nothing else to say? Sorry, don't really want to get into all that right now. Okay, guess you don't want to talk about it. So what's your plan to get off this piece of scrap again? I guess I'm figuring out as I go. Saving up money for a ticket out of here would be tricky, and getting another job is near impossible. I might have to strike some kind of deal if I can. I don't like the sound of that. Well, that's not saying a lot coming from you, no offense. Look, I can handle myself, alright? I always look before I leap. Well, what kind of deal are you trying to strike? I don't know, bribery? I'd do blackmail if I could find a hook. I'm not there yet, but I think I'm getting close. Blackmail? You must have a death wish. It would never work. Maybe you're right. Maybe not. But if it was the only shot I had left, I'd probably take it. Okay, well how'd you get stuck on this ship anyway? You've never asked me about that before? Why now? Because I want to know now. That's your reason? Really? Sorry if that's all it is. I'd rather not get into my history. Well, I'd kind of like to know who I'm working with here. I could say the same to you, but I keep my questions about why you're here to myself. We trust each other, right? Those things aren't important. Forget it. Okay. Okay, hi cat. What can Mark say to the cat? He doesn't like the cat. Hey cat. Meow! Pet the cat. The cat purrs. Okay. We're getting into some intense stuff. This is a good stopping point for this episode. When we get into the next episode, we'll use Mark to talk to everyone else, and then there's a few other people that I can completely take over now, like Quella and Sue, that I'm interested to see what they can do next. And maybe at the beginning of the next episode, we'll talk to the little boy, too, and make sure I'm heading on the right track. I think I am. But I'm so excited to play more of this. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!